What's poppin', everybody? Today I'm back, and as you guys can see from the title of today's video, someone recently told me that titles are now down below, not up there. So as you can see from the title of today's video, we're going to be doing a everyday glam. I have some new techniques, new products, new stuff like that, so I thought I would go ahead and show you guys. We're gonna be doing my hair and my makeup, and I'll show you all the fit. Nothing too crazy. If you guys want to see how I got this look and a very in-depth makeup tutorial, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start off by doing my hair. So on days when it's a little bit colder, since I'm gonna be wearing a bigger jacket to protect my little anemic self, I always like to put my hair up so that I can flex the jacket, you know what I mean? A lot of you guys have been asking me how I do my brows lately, and pretty much the only thing that's changed is that now I actually get my eyebrows done. I get them threaded. Literally before, like, I would never do my eyebrows. I would just pluck out the little hairs and stuff, and I feel like that's why they looked a little bit messy, and I never really liked my brows. I thought I didn't have nice brows until I realized I just need to get them threaded. Like, it's not that deep, just go get your eyebrows threaded. I get my little hair gel. I like using this Tresemme one just because the Eco Styling Gel, that one makes me get little pimples. Even when I use it around like my hairline, it'll make me get little pimples, but this one doesn't. I don't use it around my forehead because it doesn't have like that strong of a hold, but for my eyebrows, it's cool. It'll do the job. So I just get it on the brush, and then I brush up. And I brush all the hairs up. And now that you look like that, you just want to go along the top, straighten it out, and there you go. That's really all I do for my brows now. Sometimes if I'm done with my makeup and I want a little bit more definition in my brows, then I'll go in with the pencil side of my Anastasia brush and fill in like the ends. I really want to get my brows laminated. Oh, my piercing. Not picking my nose, just fixing my piercing. I really want to get my brows laminated so that I don't have to do this every day. And then I just wipe off the extra. A lot of people in my videos, they're always like, oh my god, like, why do you lay your baby hairs? Those aren't edges, those are just dead hairs and broken hairs. And I'm like, okay, and so just because they're dead hairs, does that have to mean that I have to leave them hanging out there? No. So what if they're dead hairs? What about it? What else am I supposed to do with them? Okay, now that we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and brush it out. Actually, we're gonna pop some gel in here. Why am I literally acting like I'm giving you guys a tutorial on how to do a ponytail? I hate when your hair doesn't work with you because it's like, bitch, do you know who grew you? I'm like, you know, I could just shave you all off right now, make the right move, or get left. Alright, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start my makeup. I always start off by putting some Vaseline on my lips because I get a little chapped. I ain't gonna lie. Now we're gonna go ahead and go into primer because I already did my little brows. My primer that I use is the Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. That rhymed, All Nighter Primer. I read online this little tip. If you're gonna splurge on primer and concealer and get a cheaper foundation. And then for eyes, you get a cheaper mascara, splurge on your eyeliner. I thought that was a really good tip because primer kind of changes everything for your makeup. Like, it sets everything. It's gonna tell you whether, you know, your product is gonna stick and stay. And I believe this Urban Decay All Nighter one is like $30, but it's so good. Like, my makeup stays on all day, ain't no complaints, and I love it. And now we're going into foundation. And normally I would use my L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour foundation. Not 24 hours, I believe it's 10 hour. That's my favorite, probably foundation in general. Nonetheless, like drugstore foundation. So that one's really good. It makes your makeup last all day. But I think I ran out of it, so I might have thrown it away. Another foundation that I really like is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It's really good. I feel like this one is out too, but we can do a little something. Now to blend out my foundation, I like to use my Fenty Beauty foundation brush. And this one kind of just like paints it on really nice. But another one that's really good is the Morphe 444 brush.
How you gon' switch up on a nigga like me? On a nigga like me.
Okay, and then after I use my brush to blend it out, sometimes we have to go in and use a wet Real Technique sponge. If you guys are not wetting your sponge, first of all, you better wake up. Second of all, make sure when you wet your sponge that you do it in like hot water, because if you do it in cold water, I feel like it makes your makeup look a lot more cakey. But if it's warm, it helps warm up the product and then it'll blend onto your skin easier. I'm pretty sure that's science, but I wouldn't know because I dropped out. Now it's time for one of my favorite things, which is cream contouring. I used to use the KKW Beauty contour stick, but girl, I'm gonna tell you, save your money, save your coins, close your wallet up, don't open your purse. Just use a light concealer. This is a dark concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer, and it's creamy, like it blends out perfectly. So this one is like a couple shades too dark, but I only use a tiny bit and I blend it out nice. So yeah, well, how I recommend to blend this out is to blend it out on like your hand first, like put it on and then blend it out here, just so that it's not as harsh on your skin. And then it goes on really nice and it pretty much just like blends itself out. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw, but that was really easy for me to blend out and it just looks very soft on the skin and everything. And I learned this tip from a makeup artist, so it's gotta be good. I really don't do a lot of nose contouring just because my nose has like a lot of pores, so if I were to contour it, it would look so cakey and bad, so I just prefer not to. Now it's time to do our regular under eye concealer. So one of my favorite ones for that is my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. This one is a newer one for me and it's not as light as I normally like, so I like to put it around here, little triangle. And then I get a tiny bit on my chin. And then I go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. This one, as you guys can see, is a lot lighter. And I just get a little dab and dab for my under eyes just because I like a more dramatic under eye highlight. I know that's very dated and very like 2016 makeup-y. I just feel like it looks better on me, so I do it. And then we have that. And then to bake, my favorite baking powder is my Fenty Beauty powder. It doesn't make you look cakey. Okay, and then to bake, I use my Real Techniques powder sponge. Again, I know new makeup artists say that you don't need a lot of setting powder, you just need a little bit to highlight, but girl, they must not have seen my skin because I need the setting powder. So I put it all under my eyes, going up to my cheekbone, and then for my little jawline, I like to connect from my ear to the corner of my lip. Okay, so in regard to my nose, I just like to put powder along the two lines. I don't go in like with any small little brush and add cream and whatnot, but I do like to do what I can with the powders. So yeah, and then I'm gonna go in and highlight my brow bone. This is very important step for me because I don't do like pomade and stuff on my brows anymore, so this is our way to make them pop. So we go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and then this is just a little Milani brush. I think I got this from the Milani brow pomade, which is only a couple dollars and it's actually pretty good too. So to highlight my brow bone, I just go along my brow bone and I like to let it dry a little bit before I blend it out, just so that it can stay, because I like a bright highlighted brow bone. I'm going to set my face just using my translucent powder and my little brush, and I just kind of buff out the powder. I'm gonna leave my under eye powder on for a little bit because I'm gonna do some eyeshadow. My eyeshadow has changed, so yeah. So now that that's done, we can go into my eyeshadow. We're gonna use my Juvias palette. I think I got this at Ulta. I like to start off with just these two little transition shades, and I put these right into my crease. And the brush that I'm using is a Jeffree Star brush. I know. We don't really fuck with him. Well, we don't fuck with him, period. But I brought these brushes and did a review on them a while ago. So I'm gonna keep using them because they're actually kind of good brushes. So yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this light brown, not light brown, it's kind of a dark brown, but this brown shade on a little Morphe brush. This is a Morphe M138. I'm just gonna pop this all over my eyelid and then blend it out. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and dust off my under eye powder because we're gonna do a little cat eye look, so I need to put some tape on here. I'm gonna put my tape going from the corner of my eye to my brow bone line, the line on my brow bone, and I just kind of push it on there. The tape I use is like some 99-cent store tape, so it won't be taking out my makeup and stuff. And then I go in with the same little pencil brush. Yo, I can't really talk when I do this, but I go in with the same little pencil brush and this brown shade and go along here. And then along my upper lash line. And the little tape just gives you more of like a cat eye and angled look. Now it's time for bronzer. For bronzer, I like to use my Physicians. I just broke it. Physicians Formula bronzer is so good, you guys. It looks so good on, it's so blendable, and it smells so good. I'm gonna spray my face using my Urban Decay All Nighter. And then we're gonna highlight. This is a really nice drugstore highlighter. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome, and this is a good dupe for the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. This, like, you guys can see how good it is. On my inner corner, brow bone, and then highlight our cheekbone. What the heck? Why is this brush smashed? I don't really do too much on my nose. I just do like a little dot and then line, and then it like wipes off within 30 minutes. So I'm gonna be using my Stunner Beauty lashes. This, the one that I'm using today, is actually a new style that I'm gonna be coming out with. I'm adding longer lashes because before the longest one that I had was, I believe, 18 millimeters. Yeah, that was exclusive. I want to add like 20 to 25 millimeter ones soon, so yeah. I'm going to do my lips now for liner. I love using a dark lip liner. If your lip liner is not darker than your nipple, you need another one. And as you can see, that's real dark. I like to leave the center open though, just for like a little highlight effect. So now we're going in with MAC's Honeylove. We're gonna put this all over. We're gonna go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. I just get a little bit and apply it. My favorite gloss is my Morphe gloss in, this is in Boho. Me wearing lip gloss under my mask, it just proves that we really do makeup for ourselves. Alright guys, that was it for this little everyday glam bad gal talks. I haven't done a makeup tutorial in a while. To be honest, I don't want to be doing makeup how I used to, so I thought I would just show you guys my everyday look because this is pretty much what I do. I'm trying to feel cute. All the products will be listed down below. Now that I'm starting to get out of breath, let me go ahead and end the video before y'all start calling me out of shape. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.